Alright, we're live. So we're in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. We're heading over to the Riverside. Oh, we just went over some bad bumps. We're still in my neighborhood. I've been doing live streams around here, and some people have been saying, hop in a tuk-tuk and go to Riverside. That happened one time, and so I promised I would. So we're heading over to Riverside, and there's a 7-Eleven there. That's always interesting to see in Asia, like this stuff. We can get a whole breakfast for like between $2 and $3. Then we'll walk around the Riverside and talk about stuff. I should have got one of the big tuk-tuks. This one's not bad. In the small ones, in the small tuk-tuks, you can get small ones that have more leg room. It's called Maxima, but it's kind of a lottery. You never know when you're going to get the one with more leg room, and I got it today. Like, I'm tall. Usually it would be like, you know, you get another like 5 inches of leg room here or more. Half a foot more. Morning, Mary. I guess I started it too early. We're on the way to Riverside to 7-Eleven. It's always interesting to show like what food you can get at 7-Eleven. Like they have pre-packaged little breakfast sandwiches and stuff, and you give it to them and they heat it up, and then it's all like $1.25 or $1.50. There's many things, and then we could walk out of there, and then we're on the Riverside, and we could try the food and talk about stuff. Morning, Jonathan. There was a live stream a few weeks ago where someone was like, I was just walking in my own neighborhood here, and they were like, why don't you hop in a tuk-tuk and go to Riverside? Well, we're doing it. Mary says we haven't been to Riverside in a while. It's kind of, if this whole screen was a map of Phnom Penh, it's like I live down here now and we're going like here. So it's not in my neighborhood anymore. That's why I'm not there so much. It's like 7:30 in the morning, so people are going to work, people are going to school. This is right about when I'd have to be at school and when I work full time. I'd be there by now though. I'd usually come in by about 7:20 or 7:15. And yeah, if you like Cambodia content, you could check in the description. I have a link to become a member on my channel. I put brand new videos every single day, but only the members can see it. And you get sneak peeks at stuff. Like last weekend I went to Siem Reap, and I've been posting all the videos from Siem Reap. The night bus and the lotus farm and a place where they train rats to sniff out landmines. Those are all up. And while I was there for the members, I was showing them sneak peeks of every hotel I was in, because that's the next video that's going to post, is all the hotels. I stayed in 3 different hotels so I could compare in a video. And you know, no one's seen them yet except the members. Every time I went into a new hotel, I showed them the room for the members, so they get like behind the scenes and sneak peeks and see what I'm eating, and exclusive ones. Like right now, there's like probably almost 70 videos there now. So if you were to sign up now, you would have a whole bunch you could binge from the last 2 months. So. And for the members, you can sign up and unsign up as you wish. So if you sign up, it'll keep charging you every month until you quit. So you could just do 1 month even. Sign up for, it's $4.99, and then watch them all. And if you don't want to keep paying, then just unsubscribe. But it helps. Even if you do 1 month, it helps, and you get a bunch of new content. And Mary here is a member. That's why her name is a special color, and she has an icon. She's a Tom Trips Out member. And yeah, if you're watching this later and you're interested in teaching abroad, whether it's Cambodia where I am or also Vietnam, I have a recommendation for a really great program, the one that I took. It's government accredited. And all their programs come with guaranteed job assistance, so that you get a job like coming out of the program. It's with AVSE, and there's a link in the description. You can check it out. They do in-the-country courses for Vietnam or Cambodia, or you can do it online from home. And then they have other programs if you're already certified or you already have a teacher, but you just want help getting lined up with a job. They have one program that's only for jobs called Teaching Jobs Abroad. So you could get a certificate on your own some other way, and then sign up for this secondary program called Teaching Jobs Abroad, and they just let you practice at a few schools here, and you observe, and then they start lining up with job interviews. So check out the link if you want to teach here. Then if you go for it, there's a space to write like where you heard of it from, and then just put Tom Trips Out, because it really helps support my channel. Yo, Matto, good day. Yeah, and if you have questions about what it's like being a teacher or the details or my life or Cambodia, me and my friend were talking about possibly going to Da Nang, which is a city in Vietnam on the coast. I'm not gonna guess which coast. I think it's the East Coast. If you're looking at it, Vietnam is like skinny and goes like up and top to down, and it's kind of skinny all along the coast. It's kind of in the middle and on the right side, Da Nang. It's a really cool tourist destination. It's starting to get more popular now, but it has so much to offer, but it's still not the place where everyone goes, so it's not overly crowded yet. And there's these huge monuments. You can visit these, like, it looks like castles on a mountain, and like gondolas going up to it. And there's this big monument of 2 big giant statue hands that look like this. And there's 2 of them coming out of the ground, like as if both your hands are coming up doing this. And there's a big pathway going through the hands. You might have seen this. If you just type in Da Nang, I think it's called Golden Hands Monument or something. It's basically these giant, like 3-story stone hands that are holding up a bridge, and you can walk along that, and it's like really cool visual and video and stuff. But you have to fly there, so it would be like $350 just for the flights only, and then you got to spend a week there. Like, we could be talking like $600 trip or something, but it's not only for YouTube. It's not like I'd be wasting that money just to make videos for you. It's kind of like that's one of the places I always wanted to go. So I might do it. My buddy Matt that I went to the island with that time, to Palm Beach Bungalows, he's the drummer in my bands, and he gets time off right before, like around September. I think at his school they start the school year at October 1st or something, which is weird, but So like the last 2 weeks of September, there's kind of like a tiny break right before the new school starts for him. And that's when we might go. It's like in a month and a half. You should check in Pass App. If you guys live in Cambodia, there's an app called Pass App for the tuk-tuks. And I checked right before I ordered it, and they have codes. Like when you first open it on the homepage, you can scroll through and look. And it's all written in Khmer to explain it, but there's numbers you can see. So it'll be like 50% off, and then a bunch of Khmer, and I translate it, see the code, and I put in the code. So I think this ride would have cost like $1.80, but I'm getting it for like 80 cents instead of $1. It got like $1 off. Or it's about $1. Now, what would it be? Like 93 cents I'm paying. It's gonna be like a 15-minute ride. Like, it would have been almost $2. And if you just walk up to a tuk-tuk guy, they'd probably say $5. Sucks, it's so bright through the windshield you can't see. It's a good way to get your phone snatched though. Just hanging out the window. We're gonna grab breakfast at 7-Eleven. All kinds of breakfast sandwiches, and then get a little coffee and maybe a piece of fruit or something, and then find a spot on the river and then just watch how many people come up and try to beg money from me and stuff like that. Yeah, feel free to write stuff in the chat. It gives me something to talk about if you have questions or stuff about teaching. Or one thing that we've been talking about at Lola Music Lounge, that venue that's really close to me, that my friends own it and stuff. We're trying to talk about ways of making money, and that place is empty all day long, and there's a stage and instruments and stuff. And he was talking about maybe creating a lesson center, like for music lessons. And me and Matt could be teachers. He'd teach drums and cajon, and I could teach bass, or if they're really a beginner, I could teach guitar. We're at Riverside now. And use their stage to do the lessons and everything. And that could be a way to make money. If I had like 10 students, yeah, this is good enough. Thank you. If I had like 10 students, then that could be enough money, depending. If I was getting like 15 an hour, and you have 10 students and you see them once a week, then that's $600 a month, $150 a week. And it's like a normal price for music lessons here, and you have to find like the kids with rich parents. It does exist here. There is a middle class. But it's very possible. It's kind of sounds steep, but you could charge $25 an hour for music lessons. And then like, you know, Lola keeps like 10 and I get 15 an hour, something like that. Because they have to pay the electricity and all that stuff. And so, 7-Eleven. Holy cow, I didn't bring my sunglasses. What a nice morning. So that's what it's like in rain season. It's beautiful until like Then it rains for 2 or 3 hours at some point, usually in the afternoon. So rain season can still look like this, but you got to get out at like 7 a.m. Because by like 3 p.m. they could just be dark and cloudy and rain and cold wind and like raining and stuff. Keep it real. Music is a passion of yours, so to me it's a no-brainer. You should be teaching music, not English. Yeah, and actually I keep watching all the posts that schools make that are hiring in all the groups, Facebook groups. And a school posted the other day with some positions, and one of them was music teacher, like at an international school. And it said in brackets they want a foreigner, which is like me. So I sent them an email, but it was only like 2 days ago, so I didn't hear back yet. But that's different. That's not like me teaching bass, like the instrument I play. That would be like a classroom of 25 kids and I'm teaching a music curriculum, but I could do that too. I went to a special arts school for music, so I would just emulate what they did in my classes. And then it shouldn't be that hard because I imagine they don't know anything yet, so it's not like it has to be advanced. The only bad thing is I don't play piano, and that's commonly what they do. Like, I think that's just what I think they would do, but as long as it's not heavily centered around the piano, I could do it. And even if it's a little bit of piano, like I can play piano with just my pointer fingers, you know what I mean? But I can't start playing a whole song with both my hands and everything. But I understand music theory, and I could read music, and I know what the keys are, like what the keys on a keyboard are, and I just can't start getting both my hands going with all the fingers and everything all at once. But like I could incorporate the piano, like going dung 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 dung. What's that? A major fourth, like the interval between the two notes, or you could do ear training using the piano, or use it to show examples. But I can't start playing a song or something. Oh no, thank you. There's a guy offering to shoe shine my shoes. They're like old skater shoes. Then he gets mad. They're like I wear, like, the dirtier they are, the better it is. You know what I mean? Like old rough skater shoes. I don't want a guy to start putting shoe polish on my fake Nikes. Hey. Mando's Adventures did a 7-Eleven challenge years ago in Thailand. So they have all these different breakfast sandwiches. So it looks like if I angle it towards the light, it starts flashing. Yeah, I don't want to trip you guys out. So there's like, and some of the bread is like croissant bread instead of normal bread. There's like ham and cheese, normal cheese. There's like ones with hot dog and cheese. Peanut butter and jam, and they'll toast it for you. Spinach and cheese, and they're all like $1.25 or sometimes $1.50. Oh, these ones are almost $2. Corn and bacon. That's weird. Some of them are 50 cents more than others, but they're the same brand. They just have different stuff inside. Sausage cheese sandwich. Yeah, we're gonna go for the cheap ones because they're all basic. Oh, I want this croissant one. This is what I'm gonna get. So the bread is made of croissant, and there's like hot dog and cheese. That's like $1.30 or something. I'm aiming to spend around $3. I think I brought, well, I have ABA, but I brought like $4.25 in Cambodian money. But I'm aiming to spend about $3, because that would be, start spending more than $3, it's not even showing that it's cheap anymore. Damn, they don't have the coffee I like. There's these little cans, and Nescafe makes a green one that's like espresso. Oh, there, just like this. But the birdie one is 3,000. Oh, that's cheaper. I'm gonna, forget it. Just get this one. What should I do? The birdie one, it's only like it's like a 5-cent difference. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I really feel like a coffee today. Sometimes the espresso ones are too strong. When I'm at home, I put it in a cup with ice and water, and then it dilutes it for the espresso ones. But right now, I don't have that. So that was about 75 cents. That's kind of expensive, actually. I pay 50 cents at the store close to my house. So we're at $2 now. So what else is there? There's these things. These are $1. Sweet Chinese pastry. That might be good. We could try that. I've never seen this before. Okay. Sweet Chinese pastry. And it's $1. Oh, thank you. They have alcohol here, and they'll heat it up in this machine or that thing there. Yeah, Keep It Real says it's the same as Thailand. I would even argue that Thailand has more. Like, that wall I was just at would be twice as big, and then there'd be a second wall where they have like, and I think there might be a little bit of that here, but they have a second wall in Thailand where there'd be like pre-made meals, like a red curry with rice, or a pad thai, or a little sushi things, little onigiri things, or kimchi, or like things you could make meals with. Here it seemed like a little half wall, kind of like a little bit of yogurt, a little bit of sandwiches, and a little bit of burgers. It's kind of like an express. Instead of it in 7-Eleven, they'd have a whole wall of it. Hey. Yes, please. Yeah. So they asked, do I want it warmed up? So I got real. How much? 12,000. So it was 12,900. So that's like I'm sorry. 12,000 is about $3. So it was probably like $3.15 or something I paid. Thanks. Or I mean, did I say 3,000? $3.15. So we pretty much, because the exchange, it's about 4,000 is $1, but it's not exactly right. So it's, yeah, keep it real. I've been to Phuket. I know that's different than the real Bangkok, but even there, the 7-Eleven has more. Like, I'll show you again. They're warming up my sandwich, but so you've seen the Thailand one. This is it. Like, over there is yogurt, so that's it. I think Thailand has 3 times that, at least. And there's none of those like meals. You know, like the meals I was talking about? Oh, here, this is what I was talking about. So they do have that. Little prepaid meals, they're about $2.60. So they do have that, but it's just a smaller 7-Eleven Express. So he's just grilling up my sandwich. I'm kind of excited about these, don't know what this is, sweet Chinese pastry. In Canada, we have a thing at the Tim Hortons, which is like a donut place where they sell, they call it Tim Bits. They look like these little balls, but it's basically you know when you have a donut has a hole in it, they're calling it like the center of the donut, you know what I mean? I think in America they call it donut holes. Anyways, so these are like Asian Timbits. Chinese Timbits. Wow, the river looks like it's moving. I don't know if you can see that. Like there's a current. Usually it's pretty flat. Wish I brought my sunglasses. It's so bright outside. This is like a steam bun. And then sumai. This is like a steamed pork. Shrimp and pork, probably. Shrimp, yeah. So $1.10 for 4 of them. On a stick. That would be good. I like those things. Oh, I buy these drinks. I buy at the store near my house, and they're a liter, and they come in all different kinds, and they taste pretty good. They have this flower aroma, like it's kind of like different flavors of Chinese tea, but they're really, really too sweet. They're really sweet. But I'd mix it with water and ice, and then it becomes really nice. And they have like iced tea. There's like six flavors here: lemonade, jasmine, peach. Peach is a good one. Oolong peach tea. And they're okay. And they're just yes, please. And they're just a little bit too sweet, so you just have to mix it. But then it makes it last longer, anyways. Put a bunch of ice and like half water, and then put that stuff in. It's so good. And they're like, thanks. And then at the store near my house, those things are only $1.25 for a whole liter. But again, diluting it, you're going to turn it into like 3 liters probably. Driving into oncoming traffic. That's why it's hard to cross the street, because you can't tell what other people are going to do. I know that Jonathan says the doorbell's annoying. It was just annoying being in there. I don't like other people. I pictured going in and buying it and walking out, and like people would get up to the front like it's their turn and they're not ready. They don't have their money out. They don't even know what they're doing. They're not thinking. Like when it's almost their turn, they should think, okay, I need to be as fast as I can, so I'm not taking up time for the person behind me. And no one thinks about like other people as in Asia that much, I don't think. When they're driving, or if they're in line, or they just disregard the line. It's like everyone just rush to the front and try to grab ahead of anyone. Like, that's what the driving style is like and the lineup style is like. Hey, sorry, I don't have anything. So there's the second one already. Second beggar. And I'm walking with a bag of food. I should have given him a Chinese pastry and then we could each of us eat one, me and the guy that wanted money. Whoa, that's new. I haven't seen that before. Maybe that guy, maybe he just passed away recently or something, or I've never seen them put a big portrait up like that. This is also where tuk-tuk guys will come up to you. I can't believe it hasn't happened yet. And they're holding a big menu of places they can take you, and they won't take no for an answer. What do you want to see, more of the street or closer to the water? This is like the water area. Maddo says some of the pre-made meals are awesome. Yeah, one time in Thailand, I think I had the yellow curry one and it was legit. And I feel like you could even taste coconut in it. Like, and I really like that when they do a curry with coconut in it. I guess in Thailand they always do that. It's just the curry they use just tastes so powerful. So tasty. Here's a bench. I'm sick of walking. I want some shade. I've got partial shade here. This is near all the workout equipment that's out in the park here. Electric bike. It's totally silent. And yeah, if you want to help support the channel, there's always the option you could send super thanks or super stickers in this chat and help support me. Or if you want to donate directly to me so YouTube doesn't get involved, I put a PayPal link in the description. And then that way it goes directly to me. Or consider becoming a member. I have a members section on this YouTube channel where I put every day there's like brand new videos only that members can see only. So if I know ideas or if it's a rainy day, it'll be sort of what I'm some cool food I'm buying that day. I unpack some delivery or I go pick up some takeout somewhere and bring it home and I'm videoing all that and I open it up. But if I'm doing stuff, it'll be also like behind the scenes. Like just last week I was in Siem Reap. I said this earlier in the video and I was showing the members every time I got to a new hotel, I was showing them a sneak peek of what the hotels looked like. And then sometimes if I put a video for them that I want to show everyone as well, then I wait like a week and let all my members see it first. And then I'll release it to the public. So they get exclusive videos only for them, and sometimes it's like a sneak peek. They get to see it first. Okay, let's try this sandwich. I think he massacred it. I think when he put it back in this box, he crunched it. It's okay. Let's hold a nice looking half. Cheese tastes fake. It's really nice. I love the croissant. Can't hate a toasted croissant. How does that view look? Oh, it's my legs. I can't get a good spot for the phone. The fuzz. You can taste it's kind of cheap quality, but it's only $1, right? Like the cheese is one of those processed cheese, you can tell, obviously, but it's. I love the bread part. There's a boat out on the river there. Yeah, if you guys have questions about teaching, I don't know what else to talk about. I had a gig last Saturday. We might be getting a gig. I just got a message today that there's this bar, Hometown Hangout. I went in there one time in a live, but it's in my neighborhood, and they need someone this Saturday. And we're like a perfect band because we're just ready to play anytime, so we don't even need any notice. It just sucks that there's not enough time to promote it. Like you start posting about it now, and it's, what day is it today? Wednesday? It's like 2 days left, and then the next day is the show. Like it's, so you're setting yourself up for like everyone you tell that you have a show, they already had plans because it's only 2 days away. Like, it's a gig. We're just saying yes, get the money. Why do I really care? It's a cover band, right? It's not like our own song, so it doesn't really matter to me if the bar does well that night or not. You want it to be awesome, but I mean, it's the same out. If you look at it more just like a job, it's the same outcome. You get paid no matter what anyway. So to us, if no one's there, it kind of becomes a band practice for the next show. You get to run through all the songs on a stage and get free beer and everything, and whoever is there can have a good time. But so I don't care. Tom, what do you make for a gig? No, like my last gig, as a band we got $200. So, and there's only 3 of us, so it's like 66 each. It's usually between 40 to 60. That's the low end. Like if you're a jazz musician, or like if you go to the Rich, you play like a French cafe, and like I know this really good looking female singer here that and she'll get all dressed up in a really expensive dress, very classy, and go to like those really fancy places, and she brings like a jazz guitarist and maybe one other person accompanying her, and they're doing like professional high level stuff. Then they can get like 100 each. Or like 75 each. But I'd say an average, like what used to be normal all the time was you get 50 each. Like I thought it was always 50. And then now it's low season, so the small bars can't really handle that. So different bars and different operations can have different budgets for that. And then if you're a band, if you're sticking your nose up, then you might refuse some of the gigs at the small places. But this group I'm talking about, we say yes to just everything because we just want to play as long as we get some money. Like, and so where I played, where we just got 200, that's the highest budget I can probably get right now. And it was at Backstreet, and they were just packed. They did so well that night. Like, they should have given us more money just because it did so well. Like, they just made hand over fist. Every table was full, plus standing room, plus they have like an upstairs. The whole thing was just jammed all night. And we only played for 2 hours, but the whole night it was full. Even after we played, then a DJ goes on too. They did so well. And they also give us $45 allowance at the bar as a band to order anything you want, food, drinks, anything they sell. So we get like 200 bucks plus a $45 allowance at the bar. And then there's a small bar that I know in my neighborhood called the Tin Hat, and they want to hire us, and their offer was 100, so it's like literally half the offer. And then we'd probably just get free draft at that one, free Cambodia draft. So, and we said yes to that. And we might even add in a guitar player. Right now we're only 3 guys, percussion, bass, and the main guy. And sometimes it's good, you can do more rockier songs if you have a lead guitar, and then also the singer finishes a chorus and steps back and he's like, take it away, you know, Rob, or whatever. And then the guitar player can fill up time in the set with, we can throw in solos, and it just adds another layer that you can bring in and out. And we could do like Are You Gonna Be My Girl, or like more rockin' songs. If you don't have an electric guitar, you can't do guitar solos, you can't do like rock songs. What we did though is when we did a show this past Saturday, he went to step back to give away a solo to someone, and I'm the only other. I started doing it on bass. And we're throwing around the idea if we could keep more money to ourselves if we only kept it as 3 people, and all I need is if I've got a little guitar pedal that makes my bass like a distortion pedal. So when I want to, I step on that and it gets a little more electrified. So he's like, all right, and then finish the chorus and take it away, Tom. And I step on that, and then I play really up high on the bass with that on. And then I could, if I'm prepared a little bit, I could do a solo, and then we don't need to add in another guy. We could keep more money. It's less schedules too when you're trying to get together or practice and you only have 3. We know a guitar player though that would do it, so it's not even like we have to find one, we just have to ask him. Okay, let's try this Chinese thing. We're losing viewers. Chinese pastry. Should have gave me a napkin, motherfucker. Chinese Timbits. They feel pretty hard. It's like a rock. It's pretty good. Tastes like something you'd have at Christmas time. know if it's in focus. Blending in with my shirt, probably. It's not overly sweet. Might save that. It's not bad. I think I'll eat that later. Okay, let's walk. It's getting boring. Yeah, and this venue called Oscars used to always pay 50, and now they only pay 40. But it's low season. Like 40 to each band member. And you play for 2 hours with a break in the middle. So it's usually like you play for like 50 minutes, like just almost an hour. Like imagine 8 till 8:50. And then you go back on at like 10 after 9, so you take a 20-minute break, and then you play another 50 minutes and stop at 10. Because a lot of the venues are open to the outside, and there's new things where you can't make noise past 10. But it's funny, they allow the Kamai and karaoke places to go till 4 in the morning, as about 3 times as loud as the show. But I think part of it is they don't like Western music like taking over the whole city, because there could be like 3 or 4 shows on any night. So then you walk around the streets and it's all English music, like really loud. It's to someone who's really Kamai and really takes pride in their country, it's like their culture is disappearing with Western music taking over the whole city. And they don't want to admit that or say that, but they come around shutting down all the Western shows, and the Kamai places and singers, karaoke's can go and festivals can go as loud or late as they want. But anyone doing songs in English, you can't turn it down or turn it down. Blah, blah, blah. What they say now too is no drums. And that's how we jumped on this thing and started getting gigs all the time, because our drummer has a cajon, which is that wooden box. They like sit on a wooden box and hit it. And that's the way around to have percussion or a beat without having a whole drum set. And our guy, he has a cajon, then he has a tiny little electronic drum pad. Looks like the size of a dinner plate, and it has like 4 different pads on it or something, so you could put little sounds on that. And that little electronic little circle thing, he can actually plug in a small foot pedal to it so that he can have a kick drum, like a fake kick. Like he presses on a button with his foot and it makes an electronic little kick drum. So that he almost has like this makeshift electric kit, but it's not a real electric kit. It's like an electric pad with a foot pedal plugged into it. But then you can control the volume, so you're not gonna rock the whole neighborhood every time you step on it. Like, so you keep it at a good volume, and then so we're getting by like that. And then maybe you bring a shaker and a tambourine or something, and then the percussion guy has a bunch of colors to play with, and then we're doing it. So we're gonna go at the end of this. Well, it keeps going and going, but we're gonna go just to the end of this block. This base where all the boats launch from, and the night market's right there. And then I'm gonna turn around. Shit, it's hot. Shit in hell. I watch all these UK channels and he always says, shit in hell. How the devil are you, mate? Guess how hot it is? I'm gonna check my weather. Fuck, it feels hotter than normal. I can feel the sun on me. I'm gonna check the weather. The weather app doesn't say it's that hot. I don't believe it. It said it's 29 and it's gonna get up to 35. I think it's like 35 right now. I'm like fucking... Like, it's not like, oh, I feel a little bit of sweat on my brow. It's like my entire body has a layer of sweat all over my whole body. I can feel it. My shirt's sticking to me. It's really hot. Because it's morning, there's this nice little breeze a little bit. So it's 8 a.m., 8:15. So if you want to get out before, it starts getting hot at like 8, basically. So if you can get out between 6 a.m. and 8, it'd be so beautiful here. It wouldn't even be hot yet. It wouldn't be raining. Let's go look at that big boat. There's a big cruise over there. This little coffee can is good. I never get this kind. Birdie. It has that flavor, like you can taste the beans. The roast. It doesn't taste like coffee syrup mixed with water or something. It tastes like beans. I've never seen these. They usually have more like smaller boats that go around for an hour and you have a drink on them and stuff. This looks like a serious, classier one. I guess we can go right down there. Well, I'm gonna get a friggin' tan today for sure. In a van down by the river, eating a steady diet of government cheese. It says something there in Khmer, but I can't read it. Yeah, these aren't usually the boats that are here. They're usually a little bit not as nice looking. They usually look like a big wooden, like dark wooden with nothing on it, like, and barely, there'd be like one table and some chairs in it, like barely. This looks like a nice restaurant on a boat, like almost. Looks beautiful actually. There's like trees on it. There's the night market. Maybe we could walk through the night market. Everything's wrapped up though. It'll be like the ghost market. Now they'll probably think I'm gonna steal something, or all the stalls are wrapped up and tucked on and tarped up. Let's just go back. It's a different perspective walking back this way, even though we came from... No one's watching anymore or asking anything. Did you guys watch the Siem Reap videos? I went last weekend and I've put 3 of them up. There's the sleeping bus, a lotus farm where I went on a boat ride in the lotus lake, lotus flowers. And I went to a center where they train rats to sniff out landmines, and I made a video about that. And then I think Friday evening I'm going to put the video of I stayed in 3 different hotels. An expensive one, a medium one, and a cheap hostel, and I'm comparing them all. And I just edited that one the other day, and it's going to go up on Friday. But I had high hopes for the hotel one. Originally I was going to make a separate video for each hotel. And I went to a YouTuber meetup in Siem Reap, and I met all the other YouTubers, except for Real was on a trip, but everyone else. And we were talking about it, and they all suggested it'd be better to film all the hotels and then put them all into one video, where you show all 3 into one video. And so then I agreed with that, and so then when I got home, I did that, and you can never tell what video people are going to like, but in my opinion, out of the 4 that I made in Siem Reap, this hotel one is not the best one. It's like, if you had to pick which one is the best out of those 4, it's not the hotel one, I don't think. But it's tough because the lotus thing was so cool and the rat thing was so cool. So then it's like, here's 3 hotels. It's not there's no novelty really, or like, I guess it's useful if you're looking for hotels and stuff, but whatever, it's content. It's like when you're in a band, not every song on the whole album is going to be your big hit or whatever. So you gotta, but they do their job by just being there. You have to put out content. And yeah, just because I think it might be kind of boring, someone who's, maybe they're having trouble finding videos about hotels in Siem Reap, and they'd find mine and go, oh, thank you. Like, so you never know who it's useful for, but. Then it's only like 9 minutes or 10 minutes long, so like, it's not a big investment of someone's time to just watch it anyway. By the time you realize you're watching it, it's already over, like in 10 minutes. Holy cow. I have the feeling like I'm in the direct sun too much. That's the thing about this pathway, it's just wide in the open sun. So it's been about an hour. Oh, hold on, someone wrote something. I'm thinking of ending it soon in the next 5 or 10 minutes, so now's your chance to leave a comment in the chat or ask me something, because pretty soon I'm going to sign off, and whoever just wrote something, I'm going to read it in a sec. I'm going to move to some shade so I can see the screen better and stop roasting. Oh, nice. Now, yeah, from here I can get some shade for a while. The shade goes on and on and down there. Oh, yeah. It's a huge difference. The rays. You can probably see my face is pink a little bit already. Yeah, might see that? Color. I will move back to Cambodia once they're starting to accept Bitcoin. Who knows when that's gonna happen? What do you mean, like in stores and stuff? I bet you there's some places that take Bitcoin, or there's like, because all it would need is like, maybe they don't say it on their website, but if you go into a business and the manager is there or the business owner is there working, if they have Bitcoin on their phone, like anything can be wheeled and dealed here. So you would just say, hey, do you have Bitcoin? And they go, no, we don't use that here, but if you want, I have it on my phone. Just send me the like, you could probably just, as long as the business owner himself has Bitcoin, then you could make something happen maybe, but. I guess you mean widely accepted, the same as cash. That's what you mean, because Bitcoin's supposed to be the new modern version of cash that's not, right? Like they're not tracking you every time you buy something. I understand. Tom, had Happy Pizza lately? Not lately. It's actually close to here. It's in the direction we're walking. When we walk there, I'll zoom in on them. But I made a video at that some with extra happy on it, and I filmed it all, and I ate it, and then I like filmed myself talking about how I feel and stuff. But it's on the members page, so you have to become a member to see that. And I leave it there because I don't want my students to think it's cool and go start doing weed and stuff. Because kids watch my channel too. There's like 60 or 70 videos in my members page of just me doing stuff, or videos for the members and eating food, and nitro balloons. So they fill a balloon up, they have a big nitrous tank at the bar, and they fill up a balloon really big, and they hand it over to you. They're pinching the end and they hand it over to you. And you pay them $2.50, and you take it and you inhale it out of the balloon. And you get like high and you get like dopey and laughing and stuff for like maybe 5 minutes. And then what people do is they just keep on buying them all night long. So the dance floor is just dozens of people they're biting on the end of a balloon. They all have a balloon hanging out of their mouth, like half inflated, and they're breathing it in. Anyways, I made a whole video about balloons for the members section, and I made a whole video about Happy Pizza. And then there's like 60 or 70 others that are there that are just my day-to-day. I'm doing them every day. And it costs $4.99. Like, what you could do is sign up and then immediately unsubscribe. So then you're not going to be on the hook every single month. You just pay the $4.99 once, and then you've got 30 days and you could watch everything. Because with that $4.99, you get a whole month, and you could watch like all 60 or 70 members' videos, including the Happy Pizza and including the balloons. And during that month, I'll be putting new ones every day. Like I miss a day here and there if I'm not doing anything. And usually on those days, it's because I'm posting a real video. So if I don't put a members one, there's usually something else going up, and that's why I was using my time to edit that. But you get like 25 to 30 exclusive videos every month. So we're getting close to the Happy Pizza. There's the 7-Eleven on the right there where we started. Where's the Happy Pizza? Oh, it's right beside 7-Eleven. It looks different because they're closed, because it's only 8 in the morning. So you could have a Happy Pizza and go right to 7-Eleven. Yeah, the sign is worn away. That's it right there. This blank sign, that's the Happy Pizza. And then right beside, there's another one. Actually, this is the... See, underneath that canopy, it says Pink Elephant. Pink Elephant Pizza. Super Happy Pizza. That's it. And that's where... I don't talk about that kind of stuff on this channel, but like when you don't know where to go and get the things you want in that world, like everyone starts off going to that place and it's not very good. Or I remember when I first came here and I was in my first 2 weeks, I ended up, everyone gets it once, like you get food poisoning because you're not used to this side of the world. And I had really bad diarrhea and like really bad and suffering and in Canada that kind of stuff is legal, and that when I'm really hurting like that, that might be a time when I would think about using that to ease my suffering and stuff. And I'm here alone. I'd only been here for a couple of weeks. I didn't know anything. So I walked in there, and they also do milk. They do shakes. So I got a banana shake that was happy, a happy banana shake. And bananas are supposed to be, that's something they recommend you eat when you're having an upset stomach because it helps, you know, get everything more solid in your gut. So I got a big banana shake that had infused with happy stuff in there. And it really was amazing. Like, I just felt it was better than what any medicine could do. And I also took Imodium, but just to feel, it takes away the suffering just for a little bit. Like, it's just nice to, you could enjoy. I had like 3 or 4 days of like, oh, and then finally you're like, oh, I can take a nice relaxed breath and like, and then sometimes people that want to just buy that stuff, you can go to that Happy Pizza place and just kind of go to the counter and talk to them, and you can buy some from them, but it's the horrible local stuff. And once you're here and you know, you talk to people, there's way better places that are really organized with that whole world. And they've got product from Thailand and California, and if you know what bars and what things to go to, you can get anything. Wonder if I should give these birds a Chinese pastry. Hi. There's a place I go to that I won't name it, but from the outside it looks closed down, and they painted it all black, and they put there's like a tree in the way, like a little plant, a tree inside of a pot, like just in front of where maybe their front door would be. And like that's all new. I had gone to this place a lot before, and then I showed up one time and like it looks like it's closed, and where the door was, there's like a tree in a big pot like in front of it, and it's all painted black, so you can't see any like seam in the wall. And I just started feeling with my hand like where the door was, and it pushes open, and it was like a secret door, and the tree was in the way of it kind of. And then when you go in, there was little signs being like, go this way and then push a doorbell, and so they know you're coming. And then you go up some stairs and down a hallway and through a door, and then all of a sudden I'm in this cool bar that's all lit up really nice, and they've got menus for all that stuff that we were just talking about, and like it's kind of like a speakeasy for a dispensary. But I don't want to blow their, I'm not going to say their name or where it was or anything like that. And it's funny, leaving that place, you re-emerge out of nowhere. People walking on the street are like, where did that guy just come out from? Like, yeah, that's new. They put these pictures of these old people. That stuff wasn't there before. That's probably within the last 2 months. This guy's throwing birdseed. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it off here. It's been like an hour and 10 minutes now. So thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to teach here, check out my description. There's a bunch of links you can check out, and consider becoming a member. It's really cool. The members really enjoy the videos. I had about 5 members and I think one of them left, but that's fine. Like, you can join and unjoin as you wish, you know, even just join for 1 month and watch them all. And then you can quit. And then in a few months, when there's a bunch more there, you join again. You could like join for 1 month, like 3 times throughout the year or something. And then you don't have to join for 12 months. Anyway, remember, how you spend your days is the way you spend your life. It's never too late to start tripping out.